Hi everybody, this is the PlanesTalkers. This is Sean.
And this is Rez.
And we are here reviewing the green from the new 2016 Commander set. The first card is going to be Benefactor's Drought, which is 1 colorless and 1 green. It's an instant speed, and it will untap all creatures until end of turn. Whenever a creature an opponent controls blocks, draw a card, and then you draw a card.
A lot of drawing there for green.
Yeah, green doesn't usually get a lot of card draw, so this is very good for green.
Yeah,
and it's very flavorful for Commander. It's all creatures untapped, not just yours, so you can very easily blow another person out by untapping an opponent.
Yeah, this is definitely a good you scratch my back, I scratch yours kind of card where you're going to help an opponent out, untap their creatures so they can block, you get some cards, they remember the favor later on. I think it's good. It's nice and cheap. It does what it's supposed to do.
Yeah, at 2 costs, this is actually a very good card. I like this a lot. If I'm playing green, I might just be throwing this in there. Just that card draw is going to be so relevant. It's another one of those ones where you're right. You scratch my back, I scratch yours. So it's going to help in Commander in general. Next, we're going to move on to this Evolutionary Escalation. It is 1 colorless, 1 green enchantment. At the beginning of your upkeep, put 3 1/1 counters on target creature you control, and 3 1/1 counters on target creature an opponent controls. Another one of those, scratch my back, I scratch your backs.
Yeah, before we move on to the card, I just have to say, if Wizards ever gets their act together and makes the Magic the Gathering movie, this better be a scene from that movie.
I saw this artwork, and I was going to mention it a little into the review. I was like, we have to talk about this gorilla having Wolverine claws.
And I don't know what that animal is he's fighting, but it's got some awesome tusks. This should be just the trailer for the movie. Nobody will know what's going on, even Magic players, but we would still all go see it because we need to figure out how this gorilla got these claws.
So I think this is actually going to be the next X-Men movie. It's going to turn out Wolverine is actually Harambe. And
Wolverine is Harambe. You heard it here first. And the words of Fry, shut up and take my money.
Exactly. But, I don't know, this card, if it comes down to just 2 people, it's not very good. It could be very good if they have no creatures, but, I don't know, giving your opponent 3 1/1 counters, at least if it's a big game, you can spread it around, and you're just getting a lot of benefit from it. You're only putting it on, like, maybe 1 small creature somewhere, or just keep piling them on 1 and kill it later. There's ways to abuse it, but I don't know. I would probably consider taking it out for other things.
Yeah, but they better make a play mat with that art on it, because that's all I really want from that card.
Next, we get the Primeval Protector. It is at 11 mana. A 10 colorless, 1 green, a 10/10 creature avatar. So there's another avatar if you're trying to build your avatar deck. But Primeval Protector costs 1 less to cast for each creature your opponents control. So this could very easily cast for 1.
For 1, yep.
For 1 green. But when Primeval Protector enters the battlefield, put a 1/1 counter on each other creature you control. So he does bump up the rest of your team whenever he comes into play, but he could very easily be a 10/10 for 1.
Yeah, he's something I'm definitely digging for late game. He is huge. It's interesting, I find, though, that he's got none of the usual big creature protections at all associated with him. He doesn't have trample. He doesn't have protection from any of the colors. He's got no way to really protect himself, so he's just going to be a big target that's going to disappear real fast, I think.
Yeah, but that's why he has that enter the battlefield ability, that he pumps up the rest of your team, because there will be a lot of games, and you'll probably cast him on turn 3 or 4, that he's just going to be a 10/10 on turn 3 or 4. He's just going to be a very troublesome card. A lot of people will kill him almost immediately. He doesn't get trample, he doesn't have reach, he doesn't have any of those things that we kind of expect from some of these larger creatures. Since he just gets chumped by random 1/1s or 0/1s or whatever, he's just not very good besides that fact. But the fact that you get 1/1 counters, this is going to be very playable. He's going to see play.
Yeah, he'll see play. Yeah, but it's requiring that there be a large match. I need to see a lot of creatures on the battlefield before I consider playing him.
Yeah.
Because even at 9 mana, I'm not playing this guy.
No. If you're playing a lot of control players, this is one of the ones where you kind of know your group. Commander groups usually kind of stay relatively consistent, so I would say that he's a safe bet for most people.
Yep.
Next, we're going to go on to Seeds of Renewal. This is the Undaunted for green. It is 6 colorless and 1 green. It's a sorcery speed, and it's return up to 2 target creature cards from your graveyard to your hand, then exile Seeds of Renewal.
Yeah, they add that exile Seeds of Renewal, making sure we're not having any infinite loops. It's not bad. We've seen now all the colors. White gets to kill everything. Blue bounces everything. Black killed 2. Red had that crazy, I'm going to grow a creature from another creature.
Yeah, they had the polymorph effect.
The polymorph. Greens is not bad. It's very green, bringing creatures back. It's not bad. It's not great. I'll take it.
Yeah, if it didn't have Undaunted, this card would be unplayable. It is a significantly worse... Like, even in Standard, they have that Wildest Dreams, which would be honestly better to play than this. At 7 mana, you'd get 3 back at least instead of 2.
Agreed.
But you're most likely going to be casting this for 2 or 3 mana, so that's pretty good. I can justify putting this into a lot of green decks.
And it's nice to see that it's target cards. It doesn't have to be creatures. It can be anything you want.
Or target green card. A lot of green return effects have been specifically for green cards, so they will have those ones where they'll put it on top of the library. These are good right to your hand. So I mean, this is a very playable card. I would see this in Commander, I'd say.
Yeah, once again, it's a Commander only card, but that's what the set's for.
Now we're going to move on to this Stonehoof Chieftain. He is an 8-cost, 7 colorless, 1 green. He is an 8/8 Centaur Warrior. He has Trample, Indestructible, and whenever another creature you control attacks, it gains Trample and Indestructible until end of turn. He does a lot.
He does a lot. And notice, whenever another creature you control attacks. So it's giving your whole team.
Yeah, he's not one of the ones that suffers from that, like we saw earlier. Each creature attacks. Yeah, so it doesn't have that 1 or more clause. It's whenever another creature attacks. It's going to trigger for all your guys. This guy is just going to be plopped down. If he doesn't get exiled, your team is just going to attack for tons and tons of damage. He's actually going to combo very well with that 10/10 that doesn't do much.
That 10/10, if you're giving him Trample and Indestructible, he's going to be doing some damage. Plus, your Primeval Protector is giving your Chieftain a +1/+1, so I got a 10/10 and a 9/9 on the battlefield. Trample, Indestructible. Things are going to get pretty serious.
Yeah, the fact that he gives every creature you control attacking Trample and Indestructible until end of turn is very powerful. I mean, yeah, he costs 8, but he's in a ramping color.
Yeah, he's definitely in a ramping color. You're going to see the ramping strategy.
Realistically, you could play this guy probably on turn 5.
Yeah, that would be the dream, and watch the hilarity ensue.
He's very difficult to deal with, so I see this card as a win.
I'll agree. So as we do with all our colors, we're going to try to pick the best color from green. We've got a lot of interesting cards to choose from. What would be your pick?
I'm probably going to go with the Stonehoof Chieftain. I really like that card for green. It is very powerful. It is a game-winning card. If you play him, he can end games. I like him a lot. The other cards, they don't impress me as much as a game-winning card. Seeds of Renewal is very strong. I do like the returning too. It probably for 3 or 2 mana. Later in the games, when a lot of Commander players are starting to die off, this card just gets so much worse. But I think it's stronger than the Evolutionary Escalation. I think it's stronger than the Primeval Protector. And the Benefactors of Drought is a very powerful card. I like this card a lot too. I would either consider this or the Chieftain the best in the green colors here.
Well, I think we all know that they are great. They're wonderful. The Chieftain's going to do a lot of damage. But we've got Wolverine Harambe over here, and that's enough to win it for me.
Wolverine Harambe does it for everyone.
I think, and that should be our motto going forward. Wolverine Harambe. Wizardry, we need a Wolverine Harambe in every set going forward. I think
Aether Revolt needs a Wolverine Harambe in it.
I agree. He should be the new protagonist. Forget Jace.
Forget Tezzeret. It's Wolverine Harambe.
Exactly. Well, that will do it for our green cards. We're going to come back, and we're going to be doing our artifacts and lands next. So I'm Rez.
I'm Sean.
And we'll see you next time.